9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Second rule, whenever you come on the stage, you have to shake your hands with the speaker on the stage. Because shaking hands, believe it exchanges positive energy amongst us. Third, please prepare the washroom, you can use it over there. Right. And the fourth, whenever someone speaker is speaking, please avoid crosstalks as it may disturb the prepared speeches. Right. So, everyone can achieve anything in life, but not everything. Means you have to have a plan to achieve anything in life, right? A strategic plan. So, the mission of our Toastmasters Club is to create a supportive and learning environment so that the members themselves can improve their experience of their personal growth and public speaking. So, with this, let me start an activity for all of you. Right. So, I request you all, you can create a pair of two. Anyone, you can choose anyone. Pair of two. Come on, guys. Pair of two.
So we have to stand up?
Yes, anyone, you can pair of two.
We have to stand up?
Choose your partner. One each. So one has to. So you all can sit down. Okay, sit down. The game is very simple, right? Please take it. The game is very simple. You have 5 minutes, 3 minutes for it.
Best thing.
The game is this. Win as much as you can. Right? I repeat, win as much as you can. Against the rules are this. You know the rules. Okay. You have to diagonally like this. You will get a 1 point. So you have to win as much as you can. Right? So who has to win how much? This is the game. So let's start. 3 minutes starts. Think strategically, you have to win as many games as possible.
And what after that?
You will get a reward.
Okay.
You get a reward. Half time is over. Half of the time is over. Hello. Yeah, the time is over. Please stop and count how many you want and how many your partner wants. Please count. How many? Total three. Total three. Yours. 4, 5. Yours. 8-0. 10 minutes to 2. 4 wins. 8-0. How many wins? Yes, yeah. 4 wins. How many wins?
2-1.
3 wins. So,
Yes.
8-0. What?
We conspired to do this.
So the teamwork, correct. All the others, I think, were competing against the others, right? Because you were really obstacle for the other person to win.
But we were competing against everybody else.
Correct.
Teamwork.
ये होता है competitive exam.
Do you have any chocolate for us because you are also card master? ऐसे नहीं वहाँ बुला के felicitating करो.
Thank you. Okay. Yes. So this thing is all based on the child within us. So I want you to remember one favorite thing or one memorable thing of your childhood. Okay. Whoever has this has to speak. Correct. So I will start with you and will pass it to all the members. And they have to share their childhood experience. One childhood experience.
I remember playing hide and seek with my cousins, and I cherished that the most. I'm a great child. I still play hide and seek in all the games. I remember the freedom, the innocence, and curiosity as a child.
When I was child, I ran for more than 2 kilometers to catch one flying kite, and finally I got succeeded. Still, I remember that thing.
Your one memory.
As a child, I used to stay silent.
I remember my childhood when I used to steal jamun from my neighborhood.
I remember my school days when I was a student boy.
Still you are.
So this is not my absolute childhood, but when I was in class 10, like 15 years old, I was 90 kgs in weight. My brother was 45 kgs in weight. And whenever we used to have a fight, I used to just grab him and sit down on him. And all my parents, grandparents, all the people in my house shouted like "Bacha mar jayega, bacha mar jayega," and I used to love that. Now he's typically like a half bodybuilder, and I do not dare to even touch him now because, of course, बड़ा भाई पेट्रोल तो नहीं चाहिए ना.
Sharing a feeling similar with the Toastmaster Meghna. So when I was a young one, an infant, whenever it was my time to find my cousins, after going about 20 meters to search for them, I used to sit with my nanny and watch Kalika Badu, while they all had mosquitoes biting.
So I think running is something which I used to do in childhood, like running after kites and running after ringing bells of others.
Still I do.
I remember how I managed to organize a cricket league.
I remember the excitement I used to have for holidays. Yes, finally winter holiday. Yes, summer holiday. I had a plan 30 days, 20 days I'll do this, 10 days I'll do this, 5 days I'll do this. Now I just stay like every other day.
I remember lunchtime during my school days, my group of friends, we did absolute chaos while eating each other's food, and we just finished all of the tiffins, even when everyone got Loki ki sabzi, and that too just under 3 minutes. God forbid if someone brings any tasty food, then it would be a big treat.
You also have. मेरा childhood बहुत खराब
My like when I was in first or second class, my father used to fly a kite for me, and he always said that कि फटाफट से इसको कटवा, फिर मैं दूसरी उंगली करके देता हूँ.
In my childhood, I can beat my younger brother because he was smaller than me at that time. So right now it's not.
So thank you for all sharing your. My childhood experience is in my childhood every 3-4 years I used to go from one place to another, and there I remember when my father was posted Kuch Bihar in West Bengal. I used to play cricket with my friends in that battalion. So I miss that a lot. Thank you all for sharing your childhood experiences. With this, the meeting is now open, and I invite our presiding officer, Toastmaster Naman, who is the president of our Jaipur Toastmasters Club, and I will hand over the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fahim. And I welcome all of you, Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, guests, former Toastmasters, to today's meeting. We here today are a part of Jaipur Toastmasters Club meeting number 434, as opened by our Sergeant at Arms. I want to begin this brief introduction and presentation by asking you a question, whether you guys will like some ventilation through the air conditioner or not. Common opinion, yes, no, no. AC, yes, no.
Noted.
Yes.
Not needed.
Okay, so I can just switch on one. So for the people who feel cold can come this side, and for the people who require some ventilation can come this side. Okay. So now let's start with our meeting today. So as told by the Sergeant at Arms, I will start with a brief introduction about Toastmasters International briefly and Jaipur Toastmasters Club. Toastmasters International is a not-for-profit organization which operates clubs worldwide, which is a not-for-profit organization which works primarily on 2 or 3 various parameters, which is public speaking, leadership and communication style. Working on people's public speaking, leadership and their communication styles. Toastmasters International is spread across 149 countries of the world and has operating is operating currently in about 16,000 plus clubs. Jaipur Toastmasters Club is one of those 16,000 clubs. It is one of the biggest community club of Jaipur, Rajasthan, and it is operating for the last 8 years. It was inaugurated or started in 2017 by our very own DTM Sangeet Rajoria and DTM Naveen Parwal, whom you can see in further part of the presentation. This is the Jaipur Toastmasters Club family. We recently celebrated Diwali together. So we were about 60 people put together, also working on our leadership, communication that day also, but having a lot of fun with some really good food. We usually make headlines also, not just in our club, but also in newspapers. This is where we featured around 2 months ago in Dainik Bhaskar newspaper, where it was highlighted what do we do recently, what do we do. And after this article, we got a good response through the newspaper as well. We also often go to institutions, educational institutions as well as corporates to work with them, to mingle with them, to let them know that we also exist for their leadership, communication, improvement, and for a lot of things which we can learn from them as well. So that even our community members can be interns or even employees there, or maybe even take inspiration and build such companies in the future. We achieve a lot of different awards. One of those awards is the President Distinguished Award or the Titan Triumph Award, which we got last year from District 98, the parent body of Jaipur Toastmasters Club. We recently, last week, organized our club level contest. We had our winners, which are featured there. And from these two winners, or the two set of winners, we have Toastmaster Rohit, who is not present today, he is attending his friend's wedding, who also won both the contests with his first position in both the contests at our area level. So, Jaipur Toastmasters Club is one of the 4 clubs in Area C3 of Division C of District 98. So, at Area C3 conference, Toastmaster Rohit, who came second in both the contests here at club level, won first prize at the area level. So that's a commendable performance that he had done. Even Toastmaster Deek and Toastmaster Piyush, who represented, got second and third prize for their respective contests. Now I will introduce you to the executive committee of Jaipur Toastmasters Club, which is the body which takes care of all the schedules and how a meeting is laid down. I introduce to only those members who are present today. So Toastmaster Naman, the president of Jaipur Toastmasters Club, exactly in front of you. Then Assistant Vice President Education Toastmaster Fahim, he takes care of all the education duties which happens outside and inside of all members, whether they are a part of Jaipur Toastmasters Club physically or not. Then we have our Assistant Vice President Membership Toastmaster Shashank, please raise your hand. He takes care of all the notifications or all the information which is required by a member, so a guest. So guests or first-time members, if you want to reach out to somebody, you have some queries, Toastmaster Shashank is that particular person who you can consider talking to. Then we have our Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Sakshi, also the Toastmaster of the day. She takes care of all the social media posts as well as taking our club to different levels when it comes to social media or public outreach. Then we have our Secretary, Toastmaster Yash, who takes care of all the documentations and also prepares the minutes of the meetings for our club meetings, so that if you are missing out on a particular meeting, you can in the future get an account of it. Finally, we have our Sergeant at Arms, both of them are not present today. They take care of all the logistical needs, the washrooms, the overall sanitation of this meeting. This is the executive committee of Jaipur Toastmasters Club. Finally, the ultimate duo of Jaipur Toastmasters Club, our mentors are the guiding lights. DTM Naveen Parwal sir, who is also our club coach, our club mentor, and also Sangeet Rajoria DTM, our first president, and also one of our guiding lights. So now it's time for you guys to come and share who are you, what do you do, all the guests, all the members, whoever want to come and share a brief introduction about themselves. The stage is for all the future Toastmasters as well as current Toastmasters. So any guests who want to introduce themselves?
My name is Jyoti Yadav and I'm currently working in Sydney, Small Industries Development Bank of India. I want to join Toastmaster Club. This is my second meeting as a guest to improve my communication skills and to be able to speak in front of more people and improve my leadership skills. Thank you.
Thank you. We usually shake our hands. That's a symbol of energy transfer.
My name is Amit and I'm 23-year-old. Last time I was come. मैं यहाँ सेकंड टाइम पब्लिक में स्पीच दे रहा हूँ, तो मैं बहुत नर्वस हूँ और मैंने पिछली बार भी मैं नर्वस था, इस बार मैं कुछ याद करके आया था तो क्या कैसा बोलना है, लेकिन यहाँ तो मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ इतने लोगों के सामने दूसरी बार दे रहा हूँ।
आपने अभी जिनको देखा, the person whom you saw right now, last time he came, he told one word. Today there's a vast improvement. Whether it is in English or in Hindi, you delivered a 30-second speech about yourself. That's commendable.
Hello everyone, my name is Akshat Jain. I am a government employee working in CAG, and this is my third attendance here as a guest. I also wish to join the Toastmasters as a member to improve my communication skills both at the public platform as well as interpersonal. Thank you.
For all of you who did not get the hang of CAG, CAG is the controller and auditor general of India. So moving on, let's call the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day today, as I had earlier mentioned, is Toastmaster Sakshi. Toastmaster Sakshi is not just a student or an employee or a Toastmaster. She is an all-rounder. The first time I saw her, I saw a really introverted person sitting at one corner of a meeting room, not interacting with more than 1 or 2 people in a meeting room, trying to deliver her ox roll that she was doing that day, and just going home without talking to anybody. Today, she serves as the Vice President Public Relations of our Executive Committee. One of the most profound members I've seen, and by far, the most improved Toastmaster in the last 6 months I've seen at Jaipur Toastmasters Club. You will witness her first ever Toastmaster of the Day session today. So, without any further ado, please, with a round of applause or a huge round of applause, let's call and welcome Toastmaster Sakshi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sakshi Balodia, and today I am the Toastmaster of the day. We are celebrating the Children's Day, and today's meeting theme was the child within us. Yesterday, 14th of November, we all celebrate Children's Day, and we think that this day only belongs to kids, right? But what if I told you this day also belongs to us? If anyone also feels that this day also belongs to us, please raise your hand. Everyone. Anyone can tell that why it belongs to us also.
It was my birthday.
Right. This day also belongs to us because the child inside us is still there. We just need to call them back. And for calling them back, let's call that what was our childhood dream at that time. That it could be a weird, like I want to become a superhero or something. So please tell one by one that what was your childhood dream. You can start.
I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to become a superhero.
Nice.
He was born a grown up.
Just wanted to play games and all, no dream and all.
I wanted to be self-righteous in myself.
Same match with Deep, but now I have a dream. Not that one.
I want to become a businessman, industrialist. As I told earlier too that I love running, so I wanted to be an athlete.
Wanted to be an athlete.
An actress.
Hotel manager. Hotel management.
Plant biotechnologist.
I just wanted to play cricket.
Wanted to become a pilot.
Wanted to be in the army.
Okay.
Industrialist.
So because of this, we call our childhood dream and wake up the child inside us, right? So now we move ahead in the meeting. So this is our meeting structure. First we have prepared speakers they tell their stories in a different forms of. Then second we have table topic session, and today's table topic session it will be a more fun for you. And the third there will be evaluation session where the evaluator will be evaluate the speeches of the speakers. So this is the meeting structure. Now, so now it's time for the story time to call the speakers on the stage. So before calling the speaker, we have the general evaluator of today's meeting. That every meeting has a someone who will be evaluate it and listen carefully for it. Someone will be active throughout the meeting. So before I will call the general evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Dick. Toastmaster Dick is the ML researcher, and also he likes to do graphic designing, and recently he win the second prize at best evaluator in area contest. So let me call Toastmaster Dick on.
Going with today's theme, do you guys remember one person standing in front of your school to check your nails?
Yes.
How many of you had those? Check your hair, check your uniform, the shoes, whether they are polished or not. But today I am doing the same. Don't worry, not checking the shoes and nails. I will be checking the meeting as a whole, from the start till the end, and even before the meeting started, how it proceeded, and even after the end of the meeting, the minutes of the meeting later. To completely analyze the meeting as a whole, I would require 10 hands. Now, God only gave me 2. So, I have to borrow 4 pair of hands, and that is my tagging team. Timer, R counter, grammarian, and half master. TAGS team. So calling the first member of my team, the timer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Lokendra. Toastmaster Lokendra is our homegrown area director and the homegrown area director and one of the most energetic person I ever know. And he dances the best. The stage is yours, time. Please explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster D. Toastmaster Lokendra, can we please switch off that AC as per the request from one of our guests? Okay? Can you I'm sorry to interrupt you. No. Thank you, Toastmaster D. It's a great introduction. So, good evening, everyone. So, what was yesterday? Children's Day, 14th November. If you go 1 month back, it was 14th October. We go 1 month more back, 14th September. And we go at least 9 months back.
Valentine's Day.
14th February, the Valentine's Day. So, if your parents had a good Valentine's Day, your child would have gone. So, this is how the time works. If you plan your things timely, your children can have a great birthday, which will be celebrated by everyone. And whoever was born yesterday, their birthday was celebrated by everyone. And just because their parents have celebrated their Valentine's Day very wonderfully. So this is how time is very much important, and that's why we also follow the same time rule in our meeting as well. Because if you plan your things timely, it can turn you a very good speaker, make your birthday wonderful. So today we have 3 kinds of speakers. The first kind of speakers are the prepared speakers who have the time limit of 5 to 7 minutes, and to showcase their time limits, I will showcase in the green card at 5 minutes.
the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. At 7 minutes, they will get a 30 minutes spare time, so they have to conclude their speeches within the next 30 seconds. The same follows with the equilibrium as well. Their time is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will release the green. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will release the yellow. And at 3 minutes, I will release the red card. And same 30 seconds of spare time for them as well. And last and not the least, our table to the speakers. For them, the green card will be showcased at the 1 minute. The yellow card will be showcased at the 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card will be at the 2 minutes, and the same card 30 seconds spare time they will also get. So I appreciate everyone to please follow this time limit, because if you complete the speech timely, only then you can become a good speaker. How well you manage your words, that makes you a good speaker. So please manage your time in every way, not in Toastmasters but in your life as well. So it can be very beneficial for all of us. Thank you. Over to you.
That was an amazing timer, taking the timings of each and every speaker here. Now I would like to call someone who will take care of your ahs, you knows, and unnecessary pauses of your speeches. The R counter of today's meeting. Today, the role of R counter is taken by Toastmaster Shashank. Toastmaster Shashank is someone I feel like is the ice in my life. I don't feel like he has ever gotten angry on anyone. Every time I see him, I feel calmer than he is. The calmest person I have ever seen. I don't know what Zen mode he is in, but he is at peace in his life. That much I know. Toastmaster Shashank, the stage.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Shashank and today I will be the R counter of today's meeting. So think of our meeting as a Jaipur traffic jam, going slowly, steady, and then a filler word appears, which is completely equivalent to a three-wheeler making a cut across the traffic jam. Feels very frustrating, right? So that's the filler words in our speeches. Filler words can be in the form of a long pause. Small pauses are okay, right? But a long pause is a filler word. So my job is to know each and every of the filler word which all the speakers will be using, and at the end I'll be giving my report on the R counts, and let's see who had a great steady ride in the traffic. So over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashank, for that intro. Now we have time. We got the R's and Ums counted. Next is the grammar. The grammarian role taken by someone who is Toastmaster Meghna. The only two things I know about her is that first, she doesn't come to meetings so regularly. And second is she is a great sport that I saw in her last meeting. So Toastmaster Meghna, please explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ji. So today I will be playing the role of grammarian. So what does a grammarian do? He or she carefully listens to your speech and note down the good grammar that you use, the improper language you use, some great quotes that you use, and it is also my duty to introduce you to the word and the idiom of the day. So the word of the day is coherent, which means logically connected and easy to understand. Taken in an example, your speech is coherent, and the idiom of the day is in seventh heaven, which means feeling perfect happiness. Example, she was in seventh heaven on her birthday. I would encourage you all to use the word and the idiom of the day in your speeches, and thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meghna, for clear explanation of your role. Now, the next role is of the harp master. He'll explain his role, but the role today is taken by Toastmaster Fahim. And somehow this is coherent to my role, because every time I get a call from Toastmaster Toastmaster Fahim, it's evaluation of my life. Either I have not taken a meeting a role in this meeting, or I am late to a meeting. So with that, I call to stage Toastmaster Fahim. Please explain yourself.
As a half master, what he does is he listens to the meeting and notices, gives attention to details of what speaker speaks. Why half master role is important? Because it gives you training in your real life that if you are in a conversation with someone and if you notice some important things about him and later you might remind him of that detail, he might feel happy about that thing and you can make connect, right? So as a half master, I will ask you questions and you have to answer them at the end, and you might receive chocolates, right? So, what was the childhood dream of guest Manu sir?
Army officer.
Army officer. Correct. Okay. Question and chocolates will be with the end. That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fahim. Not thank you for not getting a chocolate. Moving forward, thank you for explaining your role pretty well, Toastmaster Fahim. I'll give the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sakshi, and I'll present my report at the end of the meeting on the evaluation section along with my team. Thank you.
So it's a story time. So as we were kids, we talk too much, right? And every day after school, when we come home, we come with a brand new stories to tell our parents, right? And in fact, in my childhood, my parents called me this spring because the moment I start talking, they need one. So it's the time for the speakers to tell their stories. In childhood, we tell a lots of different stories. So let's call our first speaker. And before calling our first speaker, let's call its evaluator to read out speech objective. Toastmaster number. Toastmaster Yash. Toastmaster Yash.
Toastmaster Yash, speaker.
Okay. Thank you, Sakshi. So the purpose statement is as follows. The purpose of the project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. So this is the purpose of that particular project. Now for the speech, the purpose of the speech is for the member to present the speech and receive from the evaluator. Technically, this is what happens. In a simple language, what happens is he will deliver a speech on any topic with body language and all of the things that he's practiced earlier. And after taking evaluation from his evaluator, he'll repeat the speech and take further evaluation from another evaluator. So all the best to the speaker. Timer, please note the timings of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
So I was calling the Toastmaster Yash. Toastmaster Yash is a final year law student at Manipal University. Also, he wants that his voice can be spread from last to first row. So let's call our first speaker, Toastmaster Yash. Toastmaster Yash. Revisiting the Toastmaster Yash, revisiting the
And that's how we wake up every day. Good evening, Toastmasters and friends of Toastmasters. I, Toastmaster Yash, will be presenting my Level 1 Project 4 speech today. To begin with, I stand here before you all to discuss the story of my life. I want us all to revisit our childhood and think of the moments when we were infants. Is there anything you want to say? So, when it comes to being kids, there are two people in life we share fond memories with, and they are our grandparents. So today I'll share two instances of my maternal grandparents and my paternal grandparents, and I want you all to join me in this endeavor and revisit those moments with your grandparents while I am delivering my speech. So are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. Then fasten your seatbelts and get ready to have the ride of your lives. When I came on this earth, the day was 18th December 2003. The first time I opened my eyes to the world, I was like everyone else crying. But then the doctor gave me a slap on my butt like everyone else, as we witnessed in Three Idiots. And that's how I stopped crying. Then came the time when I was 6 years old, and from here I would start to share my story with my grandparents. Being the youngest grandchild in my family, I received an overdose of love from my grandparents. Overdose, while it was there, there were happy moments too. Why is it that we call our grandparents people who share unconditional love? Because it is their love that has no bounds. It is their love which keeps us going even when we get a tough lesson from our parents. When that happened with me, I felt something which we all do in life. Then came the time when I went to school. Going to school, my parents had a working culture established in their lives, and so every day in the morning I used to journey from my home to my school, and then instead of going back home, I used to go to my nanny's place. At my nanny's place from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening, that was the time that I was the most active during the day. You might ask why? Because that was the time I got to spend with my siblings. And as I shared an instance in the beginning of the meeting, that whenever I got the chance to play the game of hide and seek, and it was my den, I used to search for my siblings about 20 to 30 meters. And then I used to have a seat with my nanny, recline and watch Balika Bajwa. That was something I really miss. Out of the time I spent with my maternal grandparents, my Nanaji, he was an Advocate General at the Rajasthan High Court, as well as a Member of Parliament from 1976 to 1982 from the Jaipur seat. So, while I was born in the year 2003, I only got to spend 6 years with him because he went for his heavenly abode in the year 2009. But those 6 years were something that taught me a lot of lessons in life. They taught me that when it comes to employing in life, it is my grandparents who taught me the same. Why, you may ask? The reason is that when I came back from school at 2 p.m. at my nanny's place, I used to change my clothes, I used to have my home box. Life is something which is not permanent, it is a temporary thing. There is a story called The Brook, which says that men may come, men may go, but I go on forever. So, humans are not perpetual, they have a certain life. But what we must drive home with is that we must take lessons from our grandparents, try to employ them in our lives. I spent 21 years with my nanny. Since I am in college, every day I used to have the kind opportunity to meet my nanny, since I used to board the bus from Champol to my college. I used to drive from my home on a cycle. I parked it, kept my helmet beside at the rack at my nanny's house, touched her feet and go to my college. When I came back in the evening, I used to massage her feet, which made her feel very good. So she used to say, "Ab Yash, rehne de, tere haathon mein dard ho jayega." This was something that kept me going. The lesson that I want us all to drive home today, my dear members of the audience, is that the learnings that I have taken and the learnings which you might have also taken, try to implement them in life and keep going with the message to the world that you are the ones to bring a change within it. Finally, the lessons from my Nanaji and Nani, as well as my Baba and Dadi, are that being an academician that my Baba was and the advocate that my Nanaji was, I wish to inculcate their blessings by merging the paths, by aspiring to become a professor of law. That is my message, and these are the dreams which I try to inculcate in life. With that, it is time for me to have another dream, and with that I close my story. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So now let's call our second speaker, Toastmaster Nishan, and for that, first call their evaluator, Toastmaster Piyush. Toastmaster.
So, Toastmaster Nishant would be delivering his L1P4 speech, and the purpose of the speech of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the meeting. The purpose of the speech for the member is to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech, evaluation speech.
Toastmaster Nishan. Toastmaster Nishan, there is must Toastmaster Nishan.
Can you check the slides first?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Today I am going to present, to drive you through my wonderful experience, adventurous experience of bungee jumping, which happened around 4,000 per person, and then we have to go to a height of 120 meters through lift. It is approximately 35 to 40 floors. Simple. So here I was sitting on the chair, thinking about all the odds and good things about the bungee jumping, how it will happen, what are the risks and rewards, so many things. And there is one trainer who was helping me out, about all the security checks. He was teaching, he was motivating, he was telling follow what not to follow. All these things were happening, and he was getting ready, both of us. As you can see, he was instructing a lot of things to us. If you see, there is a difference of only few centimeters from this place to last top tip, but it took me 10 minutes for both of us to go to that last tip to jump. And finally, after 10 minutes, we came to this position. We were all together, both of us, and I did a mistake. I saw to the bottom, and that was the worst thing. I was shivering, literally. And then again my trainer came and he said nothing will happen, it's completely safe, and he just pushed us. And as soon as he pushed, we went down. It was a matter of only 40 to 50 seconds. We were just hanging. I don't know what was going into our minds. But finally, everything was settled. We came to the bottom, and it was over. Just like bungee jumping, my speech is also over. But one thing. Can you pause this? Can you imagine one thing? If you look at this chair, and if you look at this chair, don't you think it is same? Don't you think the dare of bungee jumping and the dare of coming to the stage is same? How many of you can do bungee jumping or can come to stage? Anyone? Out of the guess.
Can come to the stage but cannot do very well.
So let us find the other similarities. First thing is the chair. Next thing, if you see the trainer, thank God to the Toastmasters, they allot us the person who is the trainer for us, and he is the person for me. He guides me, he motivates me, he scolds me, he says that you are safe, I am there for you. I want to call, I call him anytime. He suggests me, he is the person who is doing this thing. Right? Let us come to the next part. It took me 41 years to come to this level. And believe me guys, it took me 43 years to come to this stage. So you can compare what is the difficult part. Then let us come to this thing. Again, from this seat to this seat, it took me 10 minutes. And when I was giving my first speech, it was more threatening than this part. My heart was really coming out, and I didn't know what to do. Although there is a risk of life in that, here there is no risk. Still, I find this part is the most difficult than that one. Let us come to this thing, next part. There is one person who is my friend who said, don't worry, I am with you. And that person, again Toastmaster allots a buddy. So my buddy is not available. I would rather request Toastmaster Naman to come for this. So Toastmasters is just like this. I have a mentor, like a trainer. I have a buddy, like in this case my spouse was there, and Toastmasters is there. And finally, this 30 seconds is the same time which I have to spend here for 5 to 7 minutes. Believe me guys, this time is more adventurous than that one. Last thing I would like to say. When I came down, when everything was over, I was just thinking about, I was rewinding my all the actions of that particular time frame. And I was thinking, yeah, this is the most easiest thing which we could do. Why it took 41 or 43 years to do? The same thing happened when I delivered my first speech here. I found it most easy thing, but I don't know why I could not do it before. So I would like to request all the guests first of all that believe me guys, this is the most easiest thing. The only thing we need to take is the courage to go to the last top. And the last thing which I would like to show is, it is not available here. I was so calm, I was just relaxing like this, and everything was so common, like a normal routine. So by this, I would end my speech that I find this stage more difficult than this jumping. Thank you.
So now call our third speaker. To call our third speaker, first let's call his evaluator, Toastmaster Piyush, to read out speech objective.
Toastmaster Engage is going to deliver his L1 P4 speech of evolution and feedback. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during your meeting club. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. The title of this speech is the whole. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish Toastmaster Hitesh best of luck for this speech.
So the Toastmaster Hitesh is a BBA graduate and exploring the new world of digital marketing. So let's welcome Toastmaster Hitesh on the stage. Toastmaster Hitesh, the whole Toastmaster.
Do you know what this is?
Jalebi.
Right? Now, just imagine what if jalebi would be straight like a line, or maybe round like Mercedes logo. Would it still taste the same? Obviously. But what about its identity? What about that unique shape we all remember it for? You know, jalebi is known more for its shape than its taste. That's the reason we often use it as a metaphor for something which is complicated, twisted, or not straightforward. And just like jalebi, and that's the thing. Remember the last time someone was talking in circles and you said, "Don't go round and like jalebi. Come to the point." That's the special part about jalebi. Its imperfections, its unique twist. And just like jalebi, we all have imperfections. But let's be honest, how many of us truly embrace our imperfections? How many of us feel comfortable in being who we are instead of thinking about others? Good number, but still very few. And I am no exception. But something happened few days back that changed my perception. It was a Sunday morning. After a long time, I planned to visit temple with my mom. I was very excited. But when I entered the premises, I sensed something was off with my outfit. The shirt was ironed, the jeans looked perfect, but my sock, it had a tiny hole.
It was also different.
I will come to that. So yeah, it had a tiny hole, but that tiny hole ruined my whole day. Everyone around me at temple was calm, quiet, and peace. But me, inside my mind, all I had was chaos. I was thinking about this only. What if someone notices this? What would they think about me? Should I hide it or should I take it off? And that's how I turned one of the best days into complete waste. But here is an important. Who was responsible for it? My sock. The temple. What are the people around me? No one. It was all me. The whole time I Probably no one else even noticed. I was thinking about others for blaming myself would be perfect and no. But isn't that what we all do? We make our life difficult thinking about we all have imperfections. Someone is too short, someone is too tall, someone is severed, someone forgets lines, someone gets mismatched socks. But does that mean stop living peacefully? Does that mean we should hate ourselves? No. Instead, we must embrace our or at least make peace with them so that we can live a beautiful life. You know, there is a Japan has a world class artist type called Kintsugi, in which broken pieces are attached together with gold and silver to form a beautiful pottery. The end result is far better than the original. So maybe we can also add gold and silver of courage and confidence. Make in the end, I believe just like jalebi, our imperfections are not our flaws, but rather they are the unique flavors quite them. Instead, embrace your imperfection. And trust me, your life will be very, very beautiful.
We would love to hear your speech. I'm looking forward. Right now, I'm doing PhD in computer applications, basically in machine learning in medical science. AI in medical science. That's the only thing I remember about it.
So why it's important within us keeps us creative, right? The thinking of everything, and as we become adult, we think 10 times more to take any decisions in life. So a child within us keeps us joyful. Like children laugh all days, they become happy with the we not become happy with the small things in our life. So the child within us keeps us whenever you think that become happy because your inner child is still there with you. The third thing, the child get up and run. We stop child keeps be so now like fun loving activity. So for that arrange that chair.
ठीक है पता चला सबके नीचे फर्स्ट राउंड नोबडी क्या चॉइस है करने Start. Good. Last two.
हुआ तो मीटिंग भी चल रही है फिर एकदम बचपन में पहुंच
बिना बस 30 नहीं है 22
अरे से देखना नहीं था क्या
So sit now. So with this activity, we call our child, inner child again, and Toastmasters guests are doing this activity. So now let's move ahead and call our the TTM of the day. The TTM of the day is Toastmaster Abhijit. He will give you introduction.
Whatever you know.
Toastmaster Abhijit is running his business like something. Start with TTM cycle.
Everyone, now we are heading towards the most interesting yet the most important section of today's meeting, which is table topic sessions. Okay. So, how many of you wish to do a job at some great MNC or get a job at some place and get a spectacular package, or wish to get promoted in your job? No one? Okay, I have 5-6 hands. And how many of you wish to do business or start a startup? Okay, great. For both, this session is extremely crucial. Let's take example of job. I know many of all of you have not raised their hands, but there will be people who will be doing their jobs. I also wanted to do business, but earlier I did some jobs. So that's the sequence that everyone follows. So let's start with the job. So suppose you are at an interview and you go to an interview and interviewer, you are fully prepared with all your answers and interviewer asks you questions. But somewhere in the middle, he asks you some question about which you have no idea and your mind goes blank. Your response is extremely crucial. Your inability to give response might cost you your job. So my dear friends, there is no need to worry. This session is especially curated to deal with such awkward instances. I am Abhijit, I will be the table topic master. I shall ask you certain topics about which you have to give a speech for around 1 to 2 minutes. And the topics will be extremely easy because since we are celebrating our childhood, they will be around childhood only. And I can pick any one of you. And are you all ready? Are you all excited?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So for the first, should I pick up or will you raise your hands?
Pick up.
Pick up.
We also nominate.
Okay. Nominate, please nominate.
Toastmaster Aditya.
Toastmaster Aditya. So let me read. Describe a moment when your parents said, "Bus, abhi last warning hai," but you still did it again and again.
Sorry, you said again. Last warning.
Describe a moment when your parents said, "Bus, beta, ye last warning hai," but you still did it again. Being a notorious child.
I mean, there's plenty of things, but I mean, I'm meeting all of you the first time. I don't want to say it right now. I have to filter them out.
Yeah, all the bad ones are coming.
That's the key.
No, no,
Make
no.
it
No judgment here.
You say that now. Say it again. Say the topic again.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
अब किया ना बेटा most confused.
Describe a moment when your parents said, "बस अब ये last warning है," but you still did it. Like you are Tapu in Tarak Mehta.
Yeah.
He broke beads, cards again and again.
Okay. Okay, so there are plenty of things, I think small little things that comes to my mind. I won't say any of them in particular, and the particulars which come to my mind are like, so for me, I think we all go through a certain amount of those things with our parents. So those can be, I remember in my school days, I used to like in lunchtime, I used to not eat this and not eat that, and and yeah, I remember one thing. So I take van to school when I was in 6th standard, I remember. And I used to hate the kids in the van. They were all like, it was a weird van because I was the only kid who was in the 6th standard, and everyone else was either too small or either too big. So the big used to give no bhav to me, and the small used to not give any bhav to me. So I used to be, I used to hated the guy who used to ride it. I was always late. So we all used to, like our school finished at around 2 o'clock, and we used to have to wait like 2:30, 2:45 sometimes. Like with no one to wait, sitting in a cramped space. It used to be very annoying to me. So that went on for a few months, and after that I said no. So every time I used to feel like that, I used to throw a tantrum and just call my mom, let her. So that happened once. That happened twice. That happened like 10 times. And after that, I called her. She said, no, I called her. He came in the middle, so the van was going somewhere, and my mom literally came with a car and stood in front of the van and like scolded me at that moment. That अगली बार कर रहा तू खुद चल के आएगा. And I think I did it 3 days after again.
So second, so please raise your hand. Ma'am, please. Yes. Okay, your topic is children are famous for saying as an adult when you wished you had spoken your mind.
It's a very good topic, and this is every times in the day to say or speak and say no, or not quit our job.
Or our condition.
Society
or
is
some
there, but it's
restrictions.
a part of conditioning only. Society, conditioning, and a fear.
Fear.
There is always a fear of losing something.
Okay.
losing something, I don't know what, but we have thought that losing something. So this is there.
I wish we could all think like a child, if not speak like a child. In the speech of Toastmaster Hitesh, as a child, if I had won something of gold, as a child I would not have worried. So what? I would actually sure see these are two different colors. Yo. So that's the attitude we must have. So now next person, sir, you. So this is very interesting. So tell us something about your childhood crushes. Share why you like them, and would you ask them out if they were still single? Like I can tell you mine, I can still remember Kritika, Yugadya, Ashi, Ishwarya. There are many. There are many.
सबकी पसंद.
I can remember the first one was when I was 4 years old. I don't know how. 4 years old? Yes. Kritika, the first one I remember in kindergarten school. So you can tell ours, and still ask them out if they were still single.
During my school time, as far as I can remember, I had a crush on two teachers. When I was in third class, and another one was when I was in, I guess, fifth class. And I had a crush on my classmates. One was in sixth class. The major crush was on only one girl.
Why?
I didn't talk to her very much, but
they look beautiful
or
they
look beautiful. That's
okay.
It was not very deep. I was just a kid. So, coming to the second question, if I would ask them out if they were single, the teachers are obviously eliminated. That leaves us with just one person. I wouldn't ask her out because now I know that I have grown up to be a very different person as compared to her, and we wouldn't be compatible. Even if I would ask her out, we won't survive for it.
Okay. Next question, I think it's for Sir. Sir, you. Your topic is who did either teacher, parents, or neighbor who made the biggest positive impact on your childhood and
career, my thinking to such an extent that whenever I used to have any problem, I used to just try to evaluate their lives and try to think about how they would, if they were in my place, how would they react and find out a way for yourself in this world. So that's what I used to think, but for some reason or the other, when I left my school, all those thoughts were washed away, and I landed myself in a very bad situation, which took me many years to come out of, but by grace of God, I'm fit and fine now.
next, ma'am. The funniest lie you ever told a teacher, and did they believe it?
So there was a match at my place, at my house, and I was having exam also at the same time. And literally, as a child, I was very wild. was not at all bothered about my career and all the time keep playing and all, you know. So I told my school teacher that I'm sick and I won't be able to come to it, even at the final exam. That was the biggest lie. And after that, the thrashing I got after the exam was over, that I still remember. You know, I cannot forget.
You still have time. Please elaborate more.
So when I missed the exam, so my teacher, you know, called my father. That you call your father because you want to talk to him. And when my father came and they said that this girl, was she sick, that she didn't appear for the exam? So he said, no, we were having a marriage and she's okay. So they said she is not bothered about her, you know, like exam, and then she's playing all the time here and there, and she make all those kind of excuses. I used to sign my father's signature in my good life. He was a little here. And then I was investigated from the school also.
Wow.
For forgery, next time you can call ma'am. Okay. तो हमारे पास और भी लोग हैं सर, आप आइए।
आओ।
आइए। आप ऐसा, what was the funniest trouble you got into as a child? मतलब any incidents जब आपने कुछ भी मजेदार किया हो, घोटाला किया हो।
एक बार पैसे चोरी किए थे मैंने अपने पापा के।
क्यों चोरी किया?
क्योंकि मैं उस टाइम पे करीब 4 से 5 साल का था और एक आइसक्रीम मंगाया था उस जगह, तो इस वजह से मेरे को
फिर पता चला घर पे चोरी की थी।
हाँ
दोनों का तो आइसक्रीम
पड़ी ना कि हमें 500 रुपये खाते हैं
सीधे 500 ये भाई
Next, अब आप आइए मैम। Winner and person who was born yesterday. Such an auspicious day. आसान है। If you could be any superhero from your childhood imagination, who would you be, and what quirky power would you have?
Shaktiman had lots of superpowers. So, and Doraemon also. I want that pocket.
Pocket.
Yeah, well, that magic pocket where
Do you have Nobita in your life?
what would you do? And Doraemon.
You're Dora.
I have lots of like.
Give me one Dora cake.
Yeah, I can make. I'm good. And we could good with it.
Okay. He's the employer. You are the employer. How is it? He is the employer. It is your interviewer.
There is no respect here. इसी को ही elaborate कर दो और कुछ बता दो anything about your childhood that you remember anything
Favorite gadget of the remote?
Anyway, dog. I want to travel. I did bungee jumping, scuba, skydiving, everything, but I can't speak. There's the fear. And blah, 3 months ago, I wore a like उल्टी t-shirt and अपना पूरा गाँव में घूमी तो ये बोलती कि 2-3 जनों ने टॉपिक दिया, what is this? Patient.